What's up, YouTube? Today's tutorial is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. This will not be a tutorial on a character, like a specific character per se, but just like a different shading style that I tried doing, and it turned out pretty well. Now, I will do a layer by layer, but I highly recommend you to check out the full video. Actually, I'll put them together and comment below, see what you guys prefer. Do you guys prefer the layer by layer with the video that I'm going to do, or with the full tutorial that I'm going to be doing, or do you prefer it separate with the layer by layer in a different video and then the full tutorial in another one? Please do tell me so I can continue, onwards with specific video set going forwards. Now, with this one, shading is extremely important. How you shade, okay? The first iteration of the half, I had to shade it pretty quickly, so I messed up here and there because I had to go somewhere. But after returning from said place where I had to go, I redid the shading, and I'll do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so this is the side-by-side comparison of the shading before and after. I mean, it depends on what you prefer, right? But I prefer the right side a little bit more, just because it has that like little indication right here of the difference between the separation of the black from this orange, and also of the foot right, or the bend right here, right? You can see that the bend right here is a little bit more in line with the coloration of this right here. And then the shading on the feet as well, or on the feet as well. So shading is pretty important here, so you have to keep in mind when you do, if you do decide to do, your different angle of this card, or of like these types of things, you have to keep the shading in mind when you do these things. And without further ado, here it is. Now, just a fair warning, when I do show you this layer by layer, you are not going to be able to understand where some things are being placed and how they're being placed without watching the full video. Good though. Alright. Doesn't look too hard to do, you don't think? Yeah, the hard part's not the design of itself, it's the shading that comes afterwards, right? The shading that comes afterwards is going to be the hard part. She got some thick ass thighs, man. Holy moly. Oh, look right here. I'm going to try to like put my own twist to this as well. I'm not going to be doing it as like directly, right, or one-to-one. I'm gonna make her have thigh highs instead of stockings. So hopefully this translates well. CC Mirror, yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's do this right here. Okay, I think there's gonna be a couple of things I'm gonna be doing here. I'm gonna be let's see. Can you get the sauce? It's in a subreddit. It's called Real Friends Over 40 or something like that. Which is where I got it from. I don't know what the context of it is, but I think it's safe because when I browsed it, it's just pictures of this. So I'm not sure how to feel about that. No feet pics. Stop it, man. I'm not like that. This is just a really cool this is just a really cool angle I want to try out, you know? This is for free because it's for free because I'm doing it for myself, right? So I'm doing it for myself. Probably do it like this. Actually, let's see if I can make this part right here a little bit better. Here. Yo, CC Mirror, thanks for the follow. Kind of like this right here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting the bend of her thighs right here, right? So in order to put the bend of her thighs, let me make this a little bit smaller right here. In order to put the bend of her thighs, I'm going to need to do a couple of things right here. I'm going to be needing this, right? Well, let's do two, right? Let's do one right here. This is going to be the cloth, or the bend of the cloth. So I'm going to maybe like make it yellow right here. I'm going to copy it and we're going to bring the black behind it right here, like so. So that when we do get to the 80, like the nitty gritty, we're going to have the bend here. Very inspirational thigh PF card maker. Thank you, CC Mario. Thank you. Hopefully this translates well. Probably have to tweak it a little bit later. Replacing thigh card with a thigh card. Yep, I did. That's exactly what I did actually. I had to delete my thigh card here because I'm like, well, I don't want to delete anything else because everything else I kind of like, right? So. But let's get it. I'm not exactly sure how well this is going to translate though. It might look a little bit wonky, but hopefully not too much, right? It's gonna be right here. I think I need this kind of like little heart angle to, or this little heart here to kind of show that this is the ankle kind of. Actually, I'm just gonna do a circle right here for the ankle because, like I said, remember, you know, this is going to all be in a kind of like a stocking kind of, so I'm not trying to be too or do too much with it, you know. Probably change that later, but for right now we're just gonna be doing simple stuff. Let's make this orange so we can kind of see where we're supposed to be. "40-year-old woman dies too." Oh God. I think this has to be a heart right here. I remember doing another card, or the feet card, right? And it being kind of like a heart shape right here, like so, right here. Yo, KHM, holy schmoly, thanks for the raid, KHM. Thank you. Welcome, raiders, welcome. You guys have rated me at, what a fortunate time you guys have rated me at. Thank you. Hey, Laser, please give a shout out. Please give a shout out to KHM. But how was your stream, KHM? Hope it went well. Very fortunate timing. Oh my God. Yo, what's up, you lifted? Yo, I faced you yesterday, man. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do against that draft. I was like, oh shit. Okay, we need to kind of fix the angle of this ankle. I think the ankle is supposed to be kind of like this. Jorker's a symbol, guys. Jorker's a symbol. I'm definitely gonna need to fix this foot right here later on, but let's go on to, you hate the J word? Of course you do, Hotek. Of course you hate the J word. But it's only you hate the J word. Everybody else loves it. So whose problem do you really think that is, man? Yeah, you need solitaire, or else you can just run me over with Zio. Got you. I do have solitaire, but my solitaire is not a village solitaire, because I can't afford a village solitaire. But people who don't know what I do, this is probably like the majority of what I do on streams, which is just cards. I definitely don't just do these types of cards though. Hold on, I got a call from my aunt real quick. Hold on, give me one sec. Alrighty, guys, I have to leave in 3 hours. Hopefully I get this done in 3 hours. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was here. But guys, please, don't get it misconstrued, okay? I don't just do these types of cards, okay? I don't just do these types of cards. Please, you guys have caught me at a very, very sus timing. Did I see Sermia feet today on E7 subreddit? No, I did not. I didn't visit the E7 subreddit today, but what do they have? You only do these cards. No, I do not, Laser. No, I do not. Let me link you up. All right, man. Okay, so basically the entire concept is already almost down, right? God, holy shit. How the fuck am I gonna fix this leg on the right here? I think this is a shape, heart shape right here. Going like this right here. Alright, what is this right here? Holtec 01? Oh, okay. Hey, can you screenshot that and put it as a Discord link? Because I don't have a Pixel account. And it says I can't see it if I don't have a Pixel account. Something like this right here. What does this say, Sylvia? I can't see that link. Holy moly, what the frick? Jesus Christ. That's insane. Yeah, I just saw a Holtec. That's insane, man. What the what the world? Okay, how is this going? How am I going to do this? Okay, so there's another. This heart doesn't quite go up here. This heart kind of like goes here. Let me try to see if I can do the angle correctly. I think this is the angle right here. Let me hide this real quick. I think this is the angle right here. Here. I don't even know why I'm putting so much thought into this, because I'm just gonna make it black anyways and cover it up later. But see what happens. Maybe there's some shading that I could do later on. God, there's so much fucking bend to this. It's crazy. Man, that's not me. I didn't say that. This is probably gonna come here. It's EDXL, welcome, and what? Feet lover for sale. Stop it, guys. Stop. This is just, hey, like I said, you know, this is just a really good angle, and I'd like to practice this angle for the future, you know, for the future. Do I even need all this shit right here? Are those my legs? Shit. All I'm saying is, if those are my legs, I'd be on another site. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is right here. Dimson OnlyFans? Exactly. Oh, need to Finn the Human, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Don't know how I feel about this. Came for the thighs, then stayed for the dim sum OnlyFans. Oh my god, you just realized our song is playing in the background? Yeah. Woo. How am I gonna get this? Why am I even stressing about it? It's just, I'm just gonna give her Ninja Turtle feet right here, yeah? Yeah, just give her Ninja Turtle feet. Okay, so we need to go back to the case in point here, which is this thing right here. I need to fix this. I think I need to make it smaller right here. So that goes here. Every time you see OMG, you forgot it's Politis and not Lilibet. Wait, what does that mean, C. Sylvia? Kinda lost there. You lost me. Man, it's kind of hard seeing the Oh wait, I'm super off. There needs to be I think there needs to be 2 circles. There needs to be one right here. On G email? Oh, yeah. Wait, do I have the emote? Let me see. Do I have the emote? I don't think I do. Hold on, let me see. Yo, Lifton, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. 7TV. OMG. Let me try to find it. Wait, who has it? Who has the OMG emote? Do you know who it is? Because there's a lot of emotes for OMG, so I think it's better to look up the uploader of that one. Light? Okay. Light_E7. User Light E7 emotes. Uploaded emotes. OMG. Okay. Add to. Oh wait, it is on me. Huh? It is on mine. Eh? I guess it's just not showing up for my. Can you guys see? Because it's not showing up for my on my thing. Yeah, you see it? Okay, awesome. Okay, this has to be a heart right here, right? I need to bring it up to above these layers right here. 2 right here. Okay. I can't. Oh man, I can't extend it too much, right? To extend to about like right here, I think. Because if I extend it too much, it's going to show over here this side right here. But I think this is it right here. I need to fix this real quick. Kind of scuffed because it's kind of hard to translate real life images to anime if you're just trying to do it like this, right? Okay, but this is basically the gist of it right here. What I want to do is though I want to kind of put my own twist to it, right? Which is the thigh pinches. So I'm gonna be putting in the thigh pinches. And it's very simple to do the thigh pinches. You're just gonna need a couple of hearts, right? So gonna make our thighs a tad bit bigger than usual. Like this right here. Thigh pinch right here. Let's go to like right here. I think this here. No, let's go right here. I think right here is a good indicator right here. And we're gonna copy it. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side right here. On this side. Here. And let me see. Make sure the corners of the heart reaches where you want it to go, and I want the corner of my heart to kind of like be right here, right there. Okay, and then we're going to put in a circle right here to kind of fill in that gap right there that we just did, right here. And make it kind of like a seamless bend, right here, from point A of the pinch to the point B of the pinch, right there. Okay. Then we're just gonna do this. We're not gonna do the same thing to the other side, but we're gonna put the indication where it needs to be, which is right here, I believe. Let's just put it right. Yeah, let's just put it right where it needs to be, which is right here, above this layer right here. And we're gonna just use one layer for this, but make sure that you spread or stretch the circle far enough and angle it so that the line for the thighs match up right here. Just make it this color right here. Okay, so we kind of got basically almost everything down, right? We got basically everything that we need down. The issue here now is the shading when it comes to it, you know. So I'm gonna try to do the shading now. So I'm just gonna probably delete these guidelines right now. We don't really need them anymore. Here. Probably might have to fix this foot right there too, but you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Here we're gonna copy it. We're gonna put in the white for the pinch, so we get the thighs, right? This one right here too. Black. Copy it. The Gunnar thigh highs. Hey man. Hey, it's just personal preference. Okay, it's just personal preference. You can put these in. You cannot put these in. It's fine. And this is just why you don't need to put in anything right there. But this should be above these guidelines right here too. Okay. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing that we did for the other picture that I did, and we're gonna put this in, which is Sharoon. If you don't have Sharoon, you can use any other character that kind of has like sort of dress type thing. All right, just like this, just like this. There you go. And we need a kind of like a white line right here. So let's just put in a white line right here. Doesn't need to be too much. It just needs to be enough to show the difference or the separation between the two. So this is gonna be white right here, because I'm gonna change this to black right here as well. Right here. All right, so I got this down. I'm gonna get rid of the skin tone right here. You can put in whatever skin tone you want to. I'm just gonna do what I normally do, which is orange 20, orange 30. gonna be a little bit difficult if you want your if you want this person to have darker skin. I don't think you need. You need to. This needs to be black right here. So this would be black, and you would give her darker skin right here by sliding this down right here. But I'm just gonna be using white and 30. No, let's make it 25. White 25 right here. Here, overlay it, and then copy this. Go over here. Make sure whatever skin tone you're using is exactly over the layer that you want, because you get these white lines right here, right? And you just kind of want to fix them, kind of like this right here, like so. Copy this. This is orange. Sorry if I'm like working super fast and not really explaining stuff, because I do have, I'm trying to work against the clock right now. Here. And I believe this will be on YouTube. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Hopefully I don't get, struck down. But in the name of art. In the name of art. Okay. And then we're gonna give this skin tone as well right here. Not that one. This one you kind of want to keep white, right? So this one right here. Right here. Okay, so now we got the skin tone. Okay, so how are we going to do the shading? Well, we're going to be using a technique that Stella has found, which is, so going on forward is going to be the shading for the left side card. I basically redid all the shading I did in the second portion. So if you like the first style of shading better, continue onwards. If you like the second style of shading better, you can skip to the aforementioned video timestamp below. Alright, back to the video. Stretching out shapes very, very big until they kind of get like a gradient to it, and we are going to do that like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to match the bend or the angle of the star shape right here with the shape of her leg right here. And it looks like about right here. I'm going to stretch that out right here. I'm just going to keep stretching it out like so. And I believe this is definitely not going to take 100 layers to do. So if you really wanted to, you can even expand on the POV portion of it, right? You don't have to just add in the thighs. You could add in, what's above the thighs as well. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what's up, Stair Dream? How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm just trying to show people how to do this kind of like tech right here, right? Where you stretch out the shape right like this right here. It's gonna look kind of wonky at first. You're like, what the heck is going on? But when you stretch it out right here, we're gonna just stretch the point as well. Maybe I need to make it a little bit thinner right here. Yeah, let's make it a little bit thinner, just a tad bit thinner. So we gotta stretch, go all the way to where we had it over here, and it's really tedious. Like, what am I doing? You guys kind of not see what I'm doing until we get to this part. We're gonna shrink it a little bit, kind of like here, I believe. Then we're just gonna go back all the way up to the top right here. Right here. Kind of like here. And we're gonna bring this down to below the this area right here. We're gonna make it orange, and we're going. Yeah, we definitely need to make it little bit more thinner at the top. So we're gonna have to stretch it or go back to the area where we were. Are these my thighs? Nah, man. Nah. Unfortunately. Just make it a little bit thinner at the top. And it's just kind of like a process of, yeah, unfortunate, right? It's kind of like a process of trial and error, right? Like this right here. Like we need to make it just a little bit more thinner. A little bit more thinner, so we're gonna be doing it again. But we don't want to make it too thin, right? Because we kind of want, or too like narrow, I guess you could say, because you kind of want a little bit of here we go. Maybe like this right here. Okay. No. Oh my god. We're gonna have to redo it again. I think it needs to follow this line right here. Make it a little bit thinner, kind of like this right here. And then stretch it out. Okay. Let's try like this. Maybe a little bit thicker, kind of like this right here. Okay. We're gonna keep on stretching it out again, over and over. Because we want this part to be light, but we want this part to be still dark, right? Like here. Hopefully this is good enough right here. Let's see it. Please be good enough. Let's stretch it out a little bit right here. Alright, I think that's good right here. Right here. It's like 20. And we're gonna bring that below these this right here, right? Because we don't want it on the skin tone, we just want it on this part right here. Let's make it a little bit lighter. Let's say this light, right? Let's make it a little bit thinner at the top right here. Like so. This right here. Thinner at the top, because I want a little bit more black here, right? I want a little bit more black, kind of like this right here. Okay, so it's gonna be looking like this right here. I think that's fine. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do it again for this side right here. Let me see what this color was. This color was 27. We're going to do it again for this side right here, but probably just this side, this much right here. Probably gonna make this a lot thinner too. Oh my god, I think we need to make it thinner actually. Hold on, before that. Or narrower. And to make it narrow, I think you're just gonna want to do this. Just keep on stretching it until it gets to the thickness I want, which is kind of like right here. So, maybe a little bit more. Alright, yeah, about right here is fine right there. Okay. Now we could do this part right here, which was stretching it out like this right here. And this was orange 27, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think this is good enough right here. Just gonna want to bring it out to here because we just want this to be dark, but not. Oh shit! Okay, we gotta bend it a little bit more. I think like this right here. I think this is right here. I think this is fine right here. All right, because I just want this part right here. Okay, I think this is good right here. I'm just gonna stretch it out. And remember, we're gonna bring it below the skin tone layer of the other, leggings as well. Make it super big. All right. Need to find it now. Okay, here it is, right here. Just need to go to the top. Dude, I'm lost. Okay, here we go. Found it. 27, right? You need to be super narrow, my guy. Bring it down to here. Kind of like this right here, but that means that I need to make it a little bit more like this right here. Here. Then I need to move this one a little bit backwards so we don't get that overlap. Dude, I don't know if I could stop that overlap though, honestly. This overlap right here, which makes it a little bit too orange, right? Maybe I just do the top like this right here. Kind of like this right here. I think this is fine right here. A little bit more. Okay, I think this is fine right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this right here, narrow it out, and then we're going to stretch it out because we're going to put in the highlights for her knees now, okay? Or that little highlight up top for her knees right here. I'm gonna keep spreading it out, and this part needs to be very, very angular or very narrow, not angular, narrow. And it's gonna give the pop for her knees in a good way. You know, when your knees pop, it's not usually a good thing. Especially when you get older. A little bit bigger. Yeah, I think this is good right here. This is going to be white now. Nope, it needs to be little, maybe a tad bit, not that thin, maybe a tad bit bigger. So we're gonna go all the way up here, stretch it out a little bit, right here. Maybe stretch it out like that much. Stretch it out that much and then make it a little bit smaller, like so. This way we could actually gauge and see like how much or how narrow I want the tip to be. I think I want the tip to be about a little bit more narrow. Maybe like this. No, a little bit more narrow. A little bit more. About like this much right here. Okay, we're gonna go white. A little bit more narrow right here. Okay, right here. Narrow right here. Yep, this is gonna give her the whites for the top of her knees right here. A little bit more narrow. I kind of want it to be that, like, kind of like this narrow though. For no, definitely a little bit more narrow. And keep on going down, gauge the narrowness that we want. Kind of want it to be about like maybe like right here. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna go over here to this side as well, like this. Make sure this is underneath and over, kind of like this right here. Like so. Let's fix this real quick. How do I fix this part right here though? Eh? Music? Okay. Oh, brother. I think I need to angle this a little bit differently, like right here. Coming in this way right here. Hopefully this works. Whenever you're trying to do these things, it's just a hodgepodge of doing things, and hopefully it works, you know? Okay, let's drag it all the way over here. Oh, see, there we go. Make it a little bit more narrow. Okay, we definitely need to make it more narrow, but not in that way. Oh my god. We gotta go all the way over here. Right here. What is this, 38? Okay. Here. Kind of just want the tip of her knees to be, you know, highlighted like that. And so I want that, but let's delete this part right here then. But I want that for this side too, right here. Yeah, there we go. Like, I just want the tip of her knees to be bright like this, you know? Not the entire thing. And then, this is what's gonna really make it pop, which is this, this highlight right here. It's gonna go in the middle of her thighs, kind of like this right here. And this is, you're gonna put this on top of the, you're gonna put this on top of the orange, right here, like so. Let me stretch this out right here. Actually, you're gonna put this on top of the skin tone too, because you want this highlight to go through the entire thing. Right here. So. This. This. There we go. Stretch it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This much right here. Copy this, and we're gonna angle this to let's make it this way. Yeah, let's make it this way, and we're gonna angle it, and you can kind of see where the angle is supposed to be by lining up the bottom portion, because the bottom portion and the top portion are gonna be the same angle. You kind of want it to be about this angle right here. It's gonna go here, go here. And what was this transparency? This was, I can't read it because chat's over. Hold on, let me move chat real quick. Thirteen, okay. So this is 13. This is 13. If that's 13, this is 13. Alright, so the shading for the thighs are complete, but how the frick are we supposed to do this part right here? Let me see. From what I remember that I did last time, it was something like this. This was the angle of the shading right here that I need to, or this star needs to follow this line right here. And hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Oh man, this is always what happens, right? Whether it works or whether it doesn't work. Here. This needs to be below this right here, and it needs to be right here. And what was the transparency of this? This was 27. Oh wow. Okay. But the issue is that there's this part of her feet over here, which I don't know how this is going to affect, right? Oh god, I might have chosen the wrong picture for this. Change this now, just a little bit. Kind of like this right here. this to make, because I need to put a transparency orange over this part right here to kind of make the band. Setsuna Ravers, how are you going to cover the shade on the white part? This part right here, I think we're just gonna leave it as is and put a white background over it. This part's fun right here. Change this part to black right here, so we have a black, like a black pinch right here, right? I think this part might be small, but I think this part is relatively, very, very important to the nature of this card or cards like this right here. Okay. Like you can almost not tell, but once you put this in, you can kind of tell, right? What? No, I think that's fine right here. I think it needs to be up a little bit though, kind of like this. I kind of like it like that. Going to come up here with the white. Like this part right here. Like that. Okay. Then the issue is, how do these look like as black right here? And that's what I thought. So we need to have a kind of like a white line right here to kind of separate these two. Right here. Like so. This maybe 28, and then this is also 28. Like that. There we go. God, okay, so, oh man, this is so freaking hard to do. This part right here. Let me see how this all looks like black though. Let me. Definitely need to add some sort of kind of like something right here where her heel is. But what can we add there? And we just connect it with the parentheses like this right here. How does that look like? Honestly, not that bad. I just got to okay, there we go. Not that bad, yeah? Not that bad at all. I like that. Oh, frick. I just have to add in the shading for her ankles here. How the frick am I gonna do that? Make it transparent and then bring a black over it, maybe? Her ankle's kind of fucked. I have to fix it. Okay. But so far, I think it looks okay. Now we just gotta go to this pink portion right here. Black right here. We need a white underneath it though. Kind of like this right here. We need to tilt it a little bit. Because we need this heel right here to show that to pop out from the rest, right? Kind of like this right here. Stay 10 toes. Go. Where's Sharoon? Thank you for paying. It's a beautiful day. Here's Sharoon. Okay, now for the background. Need a BG. It's a good BG for this. Oh man, what is a good BG for this? Not really, because it's all white anyways. Dude, what did I use? I forgot. I don't think I had that background, unfortunately. Oh wait, holy moly, this kind of works. Use multiple backgrounds though. See which one we like the most. Nope, not that one. Oh brother, this is the worst part. Maybe this part right here. Maybe this. I kind of like this. I use this background right here. Okay. We need to I think we need to color this a little bit right here. Let me see. What the F is this skirt? We have light 2D skirt? Yep, we have light 2D skirt, man. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can add that. Oh, I know what we needed. We needed another white layer for this heart right here at the very top right here. Right here. We need a white layer right here to kind of like indicate the bend right here. Like this part right here. Right here. Right there. I'll keep it like that. And then we need to fix this little notch right here real quick. There's like something peeking through there. It's like so simple to fix. Hold on, let me. There we go. All right. And then we're gonna add something that we don't really need to add, but like it's good to have. So we're gonna go to this line right here. We need a line. Yo, what's up, Anuo? Jorkin? Hell yeah, brother. It's right here. Right, you just need that line, that little bit of transparency. Just so that we see that there's like a, the stitch for the stockings, right? Obviously you don't need to add that, right? But like, just for detail's sake, I'm gonna put it there, put it under shroom, but it needs to be over the this lighted area right here. And I think, oh wait, hold on. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do just to make it a little bit little tad bit better. It's I need to make this area right here a tad bit darker. So let's do that right quick. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, you getting this style fascination is the same level as Oda learning drawing butts is Hey man, it's like I said, I know it's not just a thigh thing, it's an angle thing, right? It's just an angle thing, it's just an angle thing. I just like trying different angles. Let's check this out. And we're gonna keep this black right here because we want this black to kind of this angle is goated though. I know, right? Just make sure. I had to go through a lot of shit. Okay, I had to go through a lot of shit to kind of find things that are not bannable. You know what I'm saying? Because when you search up female POV, a lot of shit pops up. A lot of shit. Jeffy, yep. This needs to be under this. Does this even do anything? I don't think it does anything. It does make it darker right here. Do I even want it to be darker though? I do want it to be darker, but I don't want it to be like maybe it's just this right here. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I just do this. Yeah, I think I was just overthinking it. Actually, nah. I think it looks fine as is. What do we need though? I think this looks fine as is, honestly. Alright. I'm gonna call this one finished. Finished. Okay, so I'm revisiting this card after a few hours because I was in a little bit of a rush while I was doing this card. So I'm gonna go back and touch up on a few things. I think what I mostly want to touch up on is probably this right here. This right here. And also this part right here. I think I definitely want to touch up on this one too. I'm gonna do this part right here. Extend it a little bit right here. I have to redo this part as well right here. I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna be doing that though. It's just gonna be a little bit difficult. A lot of this is a trial and error of trying to find out what works and what doesn't work, right? A little bit bigger as well. These stars are kind of thick, so I'm trying to see what will be the best course of action at this point right here. Let's bring this below the skin tone area. I think it's nicer here. 27 right here. I need to make it a lot bigger though. It's unfortunate. Which means I think I need to go onto a more I need to go more onto a more fundamental area, which is probably this part right here. Probably need to redo all of this part right here. Actually, I need to go here and fix this part right here. See if we can make this one piece right here, which is this part right here. This part right here. This part right here. Yeah, and then this part could be right here. For this part, I think this part just needs to be her knee, right? Yeah. Part needs to be just a little bit more rounded out to indicate her knee part right here, which is fine. Kind of like this part right here, right? Here. So that now we can have this part right here follow this trajectory right here, like so. Like this, right? Because before we had it, the trajectory is going like this, whereas I needed the shading to be like right here, right? And hopefully this works. I'm praying. Alright, let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. Oh, that's a little bit too big. Switch it out real quick. Let's see if this even makes it thinner at the top right here. Because I do need to be thinner at the top. Come on. Let's see how this. Let's see how this looks like as orange. 27, I said. Yeah, it bleeds over too much into this portion right here because I want this portion to be black as well right here. What's in her thighs, right? So, yeah, let me try to redo this now. So it needs to be kind of like this thin right here. To kind of keep a little bit of a lookout right here for the bottom part, because the bottom's going to be the same as the top, right? Okay. Don't know if this is gonna work, but hopefully it does. This is orange. Yeah, I think it's just something about the angle of this that's gonna be pretty hard to match right here. Because the light, I want the light to be coming from here, but the angle is kind of awkward, right? Maybe if I do the light from this side right here, coming from this side right here. Let's try the light from this angle right here. So we're actually gonna move a couple of things. Well, let's try to see it how it looks like real quick. I don't like that either. It needs to be. This needs to definitely be like this angle right here. But I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, let's stretch it out real good like this right here. Okay, let's see how this looks like. Hopefully it looks good, but let me see real quick. Yeah. Then we could just bring it down until we get to the angle that we want. Or unnarrow it, I mean, to about like. What I'm doing is I'm unangling it, right? Then we need to tilt it a little bit, just a little bit right here. Then go all the way down to the bottom right here and tilt it a little bit. Probably like this right here. Okay. We tilted it to where we want it to be. Now we just need to make it less narrow. I guess this would be this should be the technique from the start, to where make it very narrow and then unnarrow it to the length that you, or the size that you want it to be. Probably right here. Okay, this looks good right here. Which means we need to kind of. Okay, I see the issue now. I see the issue. Basically, this thing needs to kind of like cover this whole thing right here. But oh man, okay, hold on. Oh shoot, man, I deleted it. I think I had it correct before, but I'm gonna just redo it again then. It's so weird. It needs to go like this. Should probably elongate it a little bit too. And make it bigger. Okay. I think this will be okay right here. Now let's elongate a little bit, make it a little bit more narrow. I like this right here. Let's make this white right here a little bit more like this right here. Say 50. Now the question is, do I need this orange piece right here now? I think I do, but it needs to also be redone at that little angle that I want it to be. This right here. But not much. Of course, we gotta elongate it right here, like so. Okay. We're gonna elongate it and make it big so that we can control the size, or control where it's going to the area it's going to affect. Here. Here. I think this is good. Remember what I said about making it smaller so we can kind of see? Well, it needs to be extended a little bit bigger. Bigger, 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 bigger. Okay, probably this bigger here. And we're gonna do some layer organization real quick so that the colors match. Or not the colors, the so that the transparent layers aren't over one another. You'll see what I mean when I actually like kind of get to it real quick. Just make this smaller, smaller, and smaller until you get to the area that you want it to be. God, this is the wrong angle. It needs to be like this angle right here. It needs to be this angle coming in. God, this is so weird, but let's do it again. So I want this part to be dark, but I can't get it too dark because of how the layering works, right? Maybe I do two parts right here. Big old big, okay. Make it orange. And we're going to move it so that we can finally see where it is. Yeah, it should be like something like this right here. Right here, and then it needs to be just above these right here. I think I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna make a black right here. That's over it. Like this right here. Yeah, I want the black right here, so it gives the separation. Yeah, I want a black right here, so it gives a separation between this and this, right? Right. Basically, I'm basically just coloring this thing like this, right? Yeah. This right here. Bring it in. Okay. I like that a lot better. Alright, let's give this a quick save right here. I think what's missing was this black right here, definitely. Bring it down a little bit more, so that it's not so pixelated. Okay, I think this is a bit more. No, I think the way I had it before was a little bit better. Back out. Alright, yeah. This is better right here. Okay, so now what I want to do now is I want to put this layer behind these parts right here, but also above this area right here, because I believe these yeah, this and let me move this parentheses where it needs to be. This parentheses needs to be right here, along with everything else. So, what is this? Oh, okay. So this. Let's not hide those. This, and this needs to all be above these layers right here, which is this leg part right here, and it shouldn't be changing anything as far as I know. But the reason why this is important is because I want to put shading on this leg, on her leg, but I don't want the shading to overlap these pieces right here. So that's why I need to move these layers above so that I could put the shading or the coloring underneath these layers right here while being over these layers right here. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit once I get everything situated. Okay. Because I want to do this, right? I want to put some type of shading here. Over these, right? Over these things right here. But if I didn't move these things, this part over, then the shading would see how the shading is beneath this layer now. If I didn't move it, the shading will be above that layer. And I do also need to, I guess I also need to move these layers above as well. Or these layers that are above. So this one, not this one. This, yeah, so, was it this? Yeah, this, and this needs to be below, needs to be right here. Alright, so let's move those accordingly. This you need to be right here. This you need to be right here. This needs to be right here. And this layer organization will help in the long term with the layering of this right here, because now I could bring this above here. I could bring this above here, and it will be below this part right here, which I want it to be. Okay. Now I need this portion right here to go like this right here. I need to elongate this right here as well. Like this right here. And this angle is going to follow this, this is going to follow this angle right here, or it should be, or it should at least. I'm going to extend it out, this out, And when I do this, then the shading should not affect the top portion of these right here. Okay, let's see how that looks like. It's supposed to look like this right here. Yeah, like so. Let's bring this below this area as well right here, I believe. Let's extend it a little bit more. This should be kind of like this right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cover this part out right here with a white. So this is gonna go over this part right here, and it's gonna be kind of like a white, like this, so that you don't see the orange part right here, right? But it'll be kind of subtle. It'll be less, yeah, it'll be pretty subtle. Then this white on white right here, this part right here, kind of wanted this part to have an orange tint to this right here. Like this, but it needs to also follow the color of, or it kind of needs to match this color right here, right? So what is this right here? 27. Let's make this a little bit less, like 20 right here. Let's make this 20 so that we can make this 20. The reason why we're doing this is so that this could be the same color as that, and then we give the black or the darkening folds of, yeah, the darkening folds of the shorts right here, which is so the transparency kind of like this right here. Okay, and then I will be copying this right here and bringing this above these things right here. I kind of want to make it a little bit brighter. These things right here. This. I just want to extend it a little bit. So we get a little bit of kind of like that lightness right here. That, right? That little lightness right here that I've been hoping for. Okay, we got that little angular lightness right here. Now We're gonna go back and we're gonna add in the shine for the top right here that I did before. I think I did it wrong before, so I'm gonna just go ahead and redo it.
I didn't know I missed this until it came back.
So hopefully this should be white right here.
We just keep talking like it's nothing.
How did I have it before? Hold on, let me check my. Let me reference my own thing that I had before. Oh, brother. Oh, okay, that's how I did it. Okay. That's how I did it. Here. There we go. It was like this. It was like this right here. Let's make it a little bit less. It goes like this right here. Let's bring it right here. So, and then I had to, because I needed to do it for this side as well, like this right here. Okay, so it was like this right here. I think it needs to be a little bit more expanded. Like this. A little bit bigger. I mean, not a little bit, a lot bigger. Yeah, there we go. Like this, expand it right here. This right here. Make it so big that we only kind of get like a little snippet of the top like this right here. Like this right here. There we go. I'm gonna delete this part right here. I'm gonna copy this. And I'm gonna bring it over to this side right here, like so. There we go. A lot better. Let me see if I actually need this part now. I don't think I need this part right here. Or if I did, I'm gonna make it just kind of like this right here. Like 6 right here. Just ever so slightly, you know? Just ever so slightly. Well, just bring this above. Let's not bring it down below here. Let's just bring it above that right there. Like this right here. Okay. Alright. That's good. Now, everything's kind of like in order with the shading right now. I like it, or the shading's to my liking, right? Let me see. Shading's to my liking. What else do I need to do? I kind of feel like there's a little bit of stuff missing here, so I'm going to add in some shading in here as well. And for me to do that, I'm just going to do this part right here, because I just want the tip of this part to intersect this part, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully it works the way that I think it's going to work. If not, then I might be in trouble, guys. Okay, so this part is going to be right here. Come on, come on, come on. Show yourself. Ooh. Let's go to the bottom. And basically, okay, so these parts right here needs to be below this part right here. So this needs to be below this part. So I'm just gonna move this part up then, above everything right here, because this thing needs to be above these parts right here. Oh, what is this part right here? I'm going to... I know what this part is. This needs to be below here, which means I have to probably redo this part right here. But this is definitely way too big, so it needs to definitely be more narrow, kind of like this narrow, probably like this narrow right here. Just see it's the right angle. Okay, that is the right angle that I want it to be, and stretch it.
So I stay quiet again. ずっと一緒にいるつもりだったのにこの静けさが
Should be about like right here. I think like, yeah, something like this right here. Something like this right here is fine. So this should be over these things right here. Yeah. Like so. Just make it a little bit smaller so that we don't see too much, right? Or it's not too sharp. I might need to change it to where these layers are above these layers as well. But we'll see what happens. Kind of like circular part right here, or like a circular shine right here. But I think it looks like I do need to put this, at least this portion, above this lighting right here. And I don't want it to be over here to kind of keep the picture a little bit clean from the transparency layers, right? Like this right here. I kind of like this color right here. So I'm going to do this right here. Like so. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to do it again. And this time with the white over this part right here. But extend it so that it's only a little bit, right? Re-extend it, I guess you could say. Like this right here. But this kind of shading color doesn't, or this kind of shading doesn't make sense with the bottom right here, or the bottom portion. So I am going to move that part above these layers right here. So this is the shading layer, and the heart, these heart pieces right here, which is, I need to move this part up, this, and this. So these three right here needs to be above these layers right here. Not love, not yet. So this, and then I'm gonna come in with some more of this part right here. I'm gonna angle it like this right here. For the top portion right here, like this. And hopefully that makes sense. But that's what I'm gonna do, and let's test it out. I'm gonna extend it this way right here. Now let's do it without the background to see all these transparency layers. Like you see all these transparency layers right here. That's why a background is kind of important, to try to hide it, right, as best as we can. Let's see how this goes. Definitely to extend it some more. Oh, 100% need to extend this a lot more. Because this is going to be beneath here, but above this part right here. I think it needs a lot more narrower. Let's make it narrower. This is the right angle though. This is the right angle, and probably size. Just need to make it a lot more angled right here, or a lot more narrower. Probably this narrow. See it? A lot more narrower, way more narrower. I'm just gonna make it as narrow as I can, and then just bring it to what I want it to be, like right here. Alright, I think this is good right here. And over here. There we go. 7, copy this. Bring it up here, this is white.
暖かかったそれが怖くてでも美しかった Something stayed and I couldn't name it 愛は消えてなかった
I'm liking that, I'm liking that. Let's bring this a little bit over more, kind of like this right here. Okay. Awesome, awesome. All right, now let's let's work on the background now. I kind of don't like this background now that I think about it some more. I'm not sure what like background is would be good though. Definitely not that one. Because it needs to be something like maybe this. No, it needs to have like a light source on the top left. Kind of like this, but maybe like on the side. Let me see. Kind of like this. But also, it needs to be like a little bit light right here too, so it kind of shows off the stockings a little bit more, right? Because it's like black on like dark on dark background. It doesn't really stand out that much. Maybe just this. Nope, definitely not. Definitely not. Is it really just that this one? I think it really is just this one, man. This one's too good. Because with this, I have this little background right here, but I could also go in and remember while I was talking about how I needed to cover this part up right here, right? Try to cover it up with a white. I need to cover up this orange with a white so that it doesn't stand out too much, right? Needs to come over these pieces right here. Needs to be white, yeah. Let me see if I could bring these pieces down right here. Just a tad bit to look right here, okay? And this one, just a tad bit down to look right here. Okay, alright. I think that looks pretty good. I fixed it up a little bit. The shading's a little bit better. Added a little bit more shading here and there. This part I think need to be a little bit wider. This part right here. Okay. And let's make these outlines a little bit stand out a little bit more. These outlines right here for the feet and the ankles right here. Honestly, here's what it should be. This should be black, and then this should have little bit of orange to it, an orange hue to it, like this right here. But we're not going to be doing it that way. Just going to make it white. Color of the day, maybe orange. Maybe orange would be better. Maybe orange 30. Orange 30 for this one. Then this one, these I'll keep white though. These I'll keep white because they're in the orange area. So let me just look at that real quick. Where is this white heart right here? This one needs to be of this right here. 41. What is this one right here? I need to make it a little bit lighter. This should be a heart, right? That's this one right here. Let's say 41. Why does it look like orange? Okay, it's definitely white. Okay. I think I'll call this one finished. Fixed it up a little bit. The shading's a little bit better, or the coloring's a little bit better. And hopefully this kind of sheds some light on the technique that I use. And without further ado, have a good one, y'all.